Okay, guys, welcome once again. The name already, KFFF, Kano Football Fan Facts, a YouTube channel for the fans and also for football fans and also football lovers. Um, Today's edition is going to be very interesting as usual. We'll be talking about how Ghana, the Black Stars of Ghana, most people see us as underdogs, but how this mindset is also a blessing in disguise, or how this people's expectation in this way is also an opportunity for the Black Stars to perform very well in the AFCON. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, share, and also leave your comments in the comment section. All right, let's get into it. So, as we all know, it has become, should I say, a cliche. Most African teams or most people in the world know that the Black Stars are not performing to standard or their expectation. Looking at our recent performances in tournaments, right? You not to go very far, the AFCON performance in 2019. I think our best was the quarterfinals where we lost a game against Tunisia on penalties. Right from that tournament, Ghana has not been impressive. What we did in the World Cup, most people thought we could have qualified from our group, but the same story. The AFCON, last year's AFCON, losing against Comoros, drawing against Gabon, and also losing our opener against Morocco. This has created some kind of impression that the Black Stars of late are not really a good side as compared to previous years where we had the likes of Asamoah, Stephen Appiah, Michael Essien dominating in our games. But in this edition, we'll be looking at the bright side, what most people are not seeing. Yes, because we are here for football lovers and also people who really understand the game and what they want to know about what's going on in the world of football. So we first start off with the Black Stars style of play. Yes, let's talk about how Ghana plays of late. Going forward, or you let me talk about our previous matches under Milovan, Otoado, and also Coach Chris Houghton. Okay, let me add CK Akono. We will first start off with CK Akono. CK Akono's performances were not really okay. We're playing disorganized. The GFA brought in Milovan Rajivac, same thing. Looking at our shambolic performance in the AFCON, Otoado, same thing. Even though he won some games, I think the game against Switzerland before the World Cup, we lost against Brazil. The performance was okay. Ghanaians were not expecting much, but the performance was okay. Going into the World Cup, we all know what happened. You could see it's a kind of trend. Coach Chris Houghton is also doing the same thing. You could clearly see we have this kind of trend, and also our player selection is looking of a one-way style. We know the players which will be called up, and also even the formation the coach will use, the kind of players which will be deployed in that particular formation. So you can see the trend. It's a one-way thing. Oh, this player will be called. If it's not Deda Ayew, if it's not Mohamed Kudus, if it's not Thomas Partey, it will be this person. So you could see it's really affecting our style of play and also our results, most especially, or most importantly, going into the AFCON, most teams or most Ghanaians have this still have this perception in mind that, oh, this is how we are going to play. It will still be the defensive formation or mindset. If we get a scrappy win, then that's it. In the second half, then it means we've secured the 3 points. But going into the AFCON, this will not help. And I think there's one key player we'll talk about in this edition. Most of us know his name already, Majeed Ashimeru. He calls himself the playmaker. Yes, and it's very true. He's a playmaker. Looking at his recent performances, the second leg against Angola and our AFCON qualifiers, and also just the recent game against Madagascar, what he brought into the game and into the squad, you could see that even though most people see Ghana as underdogs, on the brighter side, singling out Majeed Ashimeru, there are some positives and benefits you can pick up from our games. So the question is, how do we optimize or how do we deploy Majeed Ashimeru for us to win our games? That's the major question everyone is asking, because Thomas Partey's presence in the Black Star team is really doubtful. Looking at his injury concerns, his form, and everything, and our squad, what will Majeed Ashimeru bring into the squad, and also how can he help us to dominate in the AFCON? Now, yeah, Asamoah recommended, or Asamoah posted a video of him last year, claiming that he is the missing link in the Black Star team. And well, people were doubting him until he was given a chance to play, and we could all see the difference, what he adds to the team going forward. And mind you, you could see that he has this kind of micro-Asian type of ball playing style, and also he understands the Ghana style of play. Ghana is a very attacking football team. We love to attack. We love to play good football and also entertain the fans. But you could see of late in our games, we don't have that kind of style in our games. Thomas Partey is a good possessor of the ball. He knows how to pass the ball, but that excitement, that zeal, that kind of, we want to see something happen in the next 10 minutes. Ghana is down to a goal. What should we do? We don't have that kind of player. But with Ashimeru in the squad right now, we can see he has that kind of ability. What he does going forward, even defensively, you could see that once he gets on the field, he adds up some kind of creativity and confidence into the defensive midfielders. You can see that Salih Samed is kind of composed. He's afraid to go forward or even deliver balls to the attackers, simply because he knows once he's not able to do that kind of job, joining in the attack, he has to stick with the defense. That has been a major problem. So you can see in our games, we don't have anyone pushing balls to the attackers, making Mohamed Kudus always do that work. You can see that in our games, Kudus. Because yeah, he's the only one doing that job. We don't have anyone to do that job. And also, once he's marked out of our game, that's it. There's nothing we can do again. You can take a closer look at our games. Once Mohamed Kudus is marked out of our games, like we don't have anything to do. Let's just look at the game against Nigeria, our last match before I think for us to secure the World Cup spot here, our game against Nigeria. You could see we didn't have that kind of person, Mohamed Kudus, in that game. So Thomas Partey had to rise to the occasion. You will see that in that game, Partey dominated that game. He, I think, was even the man of the match, getting a goal for us. So you can see that this is a very big problem in our team. We don't have someone who can play make and also link up play. So Majeed Ashimeru in the squad will really help us going into the AFCON. As we all know, quality-wise, Ghana has a good squad, but still hitting on the playmaker issue. We need that. We really need that kind of person going into the AFCON. Another question too is, what if Majeed Ashimeru is injured? What do we do? What do we do? That's what most Ghanaians are asking now. Clearly, we don't have, apart from Thomas Partey, who can sometimes rise up to the occasion, who else can do that work for us? Because Mohamed Kudus needs someone to partner with for him to be able to feel free and also join in the attack, be a threat, and also get some goals for us. But if he's not having anyone to do that kind of job, it becomes difficult. So what do we do if Majeed Ashimeru is injured? Do we find a replacement for him? Is Coach Chris Houghton thinking of a replacement? What should he do in case Majeed Ashimeru In case we don't have a replacement for him going into the AFCON and he gets injured, what do we do? Should we find 2 or 3 players from the local league who can offer that kind of ability or style of play? You see, these are major things we have to consider going into the AFCON. For me, I think Coach Chris Houghton really has to he really has to step up because you can't always keep on playing two defensive midfielders. If you do that, that is not the philosophy of Ghana. Every national team has their philosophy. Spain, as we all know, possess. England is a more of an attacking football team. Looking at the likes of Germany, Italy, they all have their style of play. Ghana also has our style of play. We don't defend that much. We only defend if maybe we want to secure, let's say, points in the dying minutes. We know that, okay, let's defend just to pass time and kill the game. That's the only time Ghana switches to the defensive kind of play. But naturally, Ghana is an attacking national team. So I think Coach Chris Houghton should really check that if he wants to keep his job. Because playing two defensive midfielders, for how long will you play two defensive midfielders? Tell us what you think about Majeed Ashimeru and what Coach Chris Houghton should do if he wants to win the AFCON and also secure his job as the Black Stars coach. Once again, hit the subscribe button, like, share, and also leave your comments in the comment section.